Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. I'm over here by the Fat Man, and I've actually torn out the old reactor, and I've ran some water pipes here because we need to start a new one. Just taking out the old one took out our little tiny bit of power surplus that we had, and I want to get a new one in place. Back at the very beginning of this, I was talking about our little water supply and how that was probably going to be an issue a little bit later. And I've reworked all the water and ran some more water like over here so we can set a place up. I could have I was seriously considering taking it off site basically, but boy, just having all this stuff here is really nice. But I cleared out a spot here. I've got some stuff in my inventory from tearing down the little boy. But we're gonna fit in another Fat Man right. Let's see. Actually, you know what? That blueprint was wrong, now that I remember. We had to make some changes to it. So actually what I was gonna do is come over here and start from that right there and just go ahead and grab, like, all of this. Yeah, like all that. All that right there. And we'll use this blueprint, which should just plug right into this pipe setup that we already have going. Yeah, so we could, like, do it right. Let's take out these guys right here. And we should be able to just fit you in right here. Well, I hope that worked. Check down here, make sure it was long enough. Yeah, right in the hole. Right in the hole. That is fabulous. All right, that'll get built. This should have robot coverage. Let's see, how do I check that? This does. I mean, it has connections, but it's very indirectly through the bottom. So let's see, that's going to be that much. So we probably want to fit one right about here. And we'll put one right over here just to connect it to the network. All right, and that should get built over time and give us another basically 1.2 gigawatts of power and give us a little bit of a power cushion. Probably just want to go and hook that up to the main line. We wouldn't want to have all that power down there and have it not connected to anything. All right, are these all my robots? They are completely out of charge. All right, and if they would stop building stuff for just a second. Okay, I think they've got all the good stuff out. All right, is all this in building range? Yes. It looks like it is. And all of the boxes are in logistics range. So eventually, I'm sure that will be up and running. We don't even have to worry about it. Are you mine? Nope, you're just going on. All right. Okay, we have ended up with some nuclear fuel in our inventory. I have no idea why. Oh, it's because we picked up the old reactor. All right, that makes sense. That is good. Let's go ahead and unload this iron, or this stone. Don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. That. All right, oh, that's looking pretty good. Let's go and continue on what we want to do today. And I think what I want to do today is work on, well, I mean, we've got the module factory running, right? And it's running pretty good right now. We have got 100 modules in every, oh, man, that means we're, can I do a combinator from here? I cannot. Let's run up there real quick. I think I just had that set generically to 100 modules. Which seemed like a very large number at the time, but it turns out it's really not. All right, we should be able to hit those combinators now. Let's not say 100. Let's say 600, right? That seems like a lot. That's more than we'll ever need, right? All right, and actually, let's pick up a couple of these. That's a lot. All right, let's go ahead and take those, and we're going to head up to Refinery. So yeah, like I said, we're making modules. That's going really well. We've got a nice little surplus there. I think it's about time we start working on things that we're going to need to get the rocket going. And I think the obvious one, the low-hanging fruit, the easiest one, as it were, is probably going to be rocket fuel. It doesn't take a lot of components to make, and it should be pretty straightforward. So I kind of want to just go ahead and get that out of the way, I think. We got a refinery set up here. Everything, it should be fairly easy. I think we just go ahead and knock it out. All right, so I am going to remove the robo parts because we do not want to have those in there. And, you know, we have this refinery over here that's making things. We are going to need... Oh, why are we getting breaks here? We running a little low on petro? No? All right, must have just been a little fluke. No, you guys are kind of hitting it light every now and then. I don't know why. Don't know why. But anyway, point being, we've got room to make some more plastic here. We're gonna need batteries, but we have enough room in here to put those. I think we can support that off of this setup. Oh, you know what it is? It's the electricity. That's what it is. So I think what I want to do is basically just create my own little refinery, specifically customized to make rocket fuel. I think that's reasonable, and I think that is what we're going to do. I'm just going to look down here real quick and see how this construction is going. Okay, you are getting up. All right, you're starting to make power now. All the water should be hooked up, and it looks like it is. Okay, that's not hooked up because we're missing a steam thing here. Turbine there. And this stuff's being made, and it's being brought. Looks like we're really close to it being done. So how does our power look now? Do we have a power pole somewhere? Yes, we do, right there. All right, there we go. We are now back in the green. We're about where we were before I tore down the little boy power plant. So that's going to be going good. That's why this was sputtering, and the world makes sense again. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a refinery blueprint here. And I think they need 5. Yes, let's clear this out, that out, that out, and that out. That look good? I think so. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of you. Does that look good? Yeah. All right, so this is going to be one refinery. And I think I want to basically start it right here-ish. How close can we get it? Not interfere with anything. It looks like that's going to be it right there. Okay, I'm going to take it a couple more steps that way just to give us a little bit of room. And I'm going to go ahead and lay it down. I want to remove my roboports again and then go back to laying it down. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That is our refineries. Going to be taking in water and oil from the bottom, and we are going to send these out to the top. Now, we're going to have to run gas, petroleum up here on the top. And the reason why I brought it up there was so that it won't interfere with the rest of the stuff we're going to build down here. And we are going to need some more things. Let's see, don't need that anymore. We're going to need a couple of these guys. And let's see, what are all of these pipes? What is this pipe? This is the heavy oil. We need that. That's the water. We need that. That's the light oil. We need that. We just don't need... We don't need this and this, which is the petroleum line. Everything else, though, is good. So let's take that blueprint. And we can line it up with this guy down here. So that will be our cracking. And that will leave us with light oil and petroleum. And let's see, we are going to need 24 of 24 chemical plants making solid fuel. So I don't know if I redid that train in the last episode or if I did that in between episodes, but I resituated our building train to make this stuff. And you guys are going to have light oil coming out the bottom right here. So let's do something like that. Let's grab a beacon too. Just grab a stack. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that's gonna be just fine. And let's see, what are you? You're heavy oil, you are water. So you can just stop right there. Light oil will come in down here. And let's see. We are going to need a belt. Out like that. Belt out like that. And I think what I want to try to do is kind of like this setup right here. And we will send out on the bottom and on the top. Just like that. All right, you are going to be set to make solid fuel. You're going to be set to make solid fuel. We need some beacons, modules. Oh, we've got plenty of modules. Yeah, I think that'll do it. So let's go ahead and module you guys. Got beacons there. Got done with that. And copy that. And the only thing we really need now are power poles. Okay, we can do a power pole up here. And this beacon, the beacons down here can be powered from this power pole below, but the, unfortunately the inserters cannot be. So we can just do an underground like that, and that'll work just fine. Okay, so let's see if we can make this into a tileable blueprint. Let's see, you were not touching, right? Where's there? No, you were. You're not. So it's basically that right there. Get rid of you, get rid of you. All right, so that's, let's see, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Okay, that is 12 of those. We need 12 more. 4, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right, so that is all of that set. And then we need one more row, but solely dedicated to, okay, so it's the exact same thing. But it is going to be, I'm looking at numbers here. We need 12. But instead of cracking, or instead of turning, the light oil into solid fuel, it's going to be turning the petroleum into solid fuel. Okay, so let's get rid of some stuff here. Let's get rid of these modules. Let's get rid of the beacons. Let's see. We've got that stuff. Pipe. Refineries, we want those. Pipe. Inserters. More pipe. All right, and let's get our bots in, and we will get this stuff hopefully built. Eventually. All right, is that everything? Oh, boy, it sure does look like this underground belt didn't scale very well, did it? Well, that's okay. Who knows why that was. This is another area where I kind of like having that feature that goes in and just makes that easily replaceable. I don't like the feature. Don't get me wrong. That is not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying there are times when it's nice. That was one of those times. Okay, so let's see. We're not quite done up here with this. Let's see. Petroleum is going to come out like that. It's going to come out like that. We're going to have one of those there, there. Oh, lame. Oh, that's going to have to move. Why can't I take it down? There, 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 and there. Okay, so petroleum, all that stuff's coming out. Let's see if we can't plug the whole system back in now. There we go. All right, and we need water. That is going to come from up here. I don't know if one water will be enough. I hope it is. and water is coming in the bottom, I believe, like that. There. And there. Okay, that's water coming in there. This one right here. Okay, so this is light oil. Okay, and we want heavy oil on the inside. So that is going to be heavy oil. And light oil is going to be right there. Then petroleum will run just down here like that. Let's go ahead and peel you off. That all done? No, we need one of those there. Those there. You'll go into the light oil. You'll go into the light oil. You are heavy oil. You stop there. You, okay. We need, let's see, where does the water goes? To do that to keep the beacon there, but that should be fine. And then we can just do that right there, maybe. To start crude? I don't know. Would that work? Is that cheating? I don't know. We'll see. That's only taken from one side. I don't know if that's going to be enough or not. If nothing else, well, none of these guys are moving down here. We've got full lines. I'm sure it'll be fine to borrow off of that. Okay, let's see. We need to switch this to that from petroleum. Okay. And, I think that is pretty good. That's not bad. Probably want to go ahead and see about powering this guy up. It shouldn't be that hard to connect this to the main supply. And you. And one little pole that didn't get set here. Okay, and that's all powered. And that should get most of the beacons, except for that one. And we're out of medium power poles. So we'll need to get one more right there. All right, and I think that is going to be our setup. Let's see, we're going to have you guys coming in on both sides. Can we do something like that to merge both of those sides together? And let's see, I think what I want to do, and let's take this like all the way up. I'm gonna take like this middle one out and split it into two. Oops, and I lost a beacon there. Gotta remember to put that back in. I'm sure I will. So this one splits in half, and then half of that gets merged into that one, and that one gets halved into that one. I don't know. We'll see what that looks like coming out. That might not be the way we want to do it. And as a matter of fact, I don't think it is. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just delete all of that nonsense, and we'll reevaluate that. I don't know how many lines I'm going to need coming out of this guy. Let's see. Let's look at the numbers here. How many rocket fuel factories do we need? We need 49. So that could be like, I don't know, 5 rows of 10. So do we do like a 3 to 5 splitter maybe? That might work. Yeah, I think 3 rows of 10 would probably be most reasonable. Yeah, let me see if I can find a good 3-to-5 splitter, if such a thing exists, and we will go into making rocket fuel in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one.